Extreme Rules is 18 days away, and we have a stacked card so far, so let's get to it. First off, the SmackDown Women's Championship as Bayley defends once again against Alexa Bliss. This is due to Nikki Cross winning a match last night on SmackDown to ensure that Alexa gets the title shot, which, honestly, I would feel would also put Nikki Cross in contention for the title because she beat the Women's Champion. But due to the stipulation of that match, it means Bliss gets the title shot. And I feel like it's really interesting because I wasn't thought we were going to see this again so quickly. But with Nikki Cross being a factor, I think Bayley would have to retain again because of what Nikki did last time. Unless Nikki's not at ringside, which means Bliss could have a big possibility of winning this. It's really a toss-up either way. And the WWE Championship as Kofi Kingston defends against Raw's Samoa Joe. The first time that a wild card will challenge for a world championship. At least to my knowledge. I may be incorrect on that, but as far as I know, this is the first time this has happened. Of course, Joe losing the United States Championship as well as being the face of America against Ricochet a couple of nights ago. I really don't know what you do here because on one hand, Joe needs a win back. I mean, Joe needs something. He's lost the U.S. title twice now. Once to controversy and once legitimately. So if he doesn't win here, I don't know what that means for him in the future. But just because of that, I'll pick Joe. But I wouldn't be surprised if Kofi retains, because Kofi's been on the roll as of late. But Joe needs this more. He definitely needs this more, for sure. Next to the Cruiserweight title is Drew Gulak defends against Tony Nese. Gulak winning on the kickoff and a triple threat. Now this is the obligatory rematch. I feel like Gulak will retain, and Gulak really needs this because over the past year and a half, ever since he's been trying to make a better 205 Live, it's just been kind of in a holding pattern, and now we can truly get that started, and hopefully we get that PowerPoint back. Who knows? Next up, a winner-take-all match as the Universal Champion Seth Rollins and the Raw Women's Champion The Man both defend their titles against Corbin and the Woman, Lacey Evans. We haven't seen a winner-take-all match, ironically, since WrestleMania, but I think the first time we've seen a mixed tag winner-take-all, I think, was maybe United Champions, like a decade ago. I think. That makes sense to me. But this is kind of the historic in a way. But I really don't know with this. Because as much as Evans would deserve a shot with the women's title, that would mean Corbin gets the Universal title. So I have to automatically go with Rollins and Becky just because Corbin as your Universal Champion will be a bigger failure than when he was General Manager. And it's just sad. And finally, a match I never thought we would ever see is the best in the world, Shane McMahon and Drew McIntyre face Roman Reigns and The Undertaker. I was very shocked and surprised about this because, first of all, having Taker back for the first time since Super Showdown, let alone the first time being on Raw, or not going to be since the go-home show of Super Showdown, but just being in a match that's not a Saudi show or not a WrestleMania is very rare. Let alone teaming up with the man who, ironically, has his most recent defeat at WrestleMania. Of course, Brock being the one that broke the streak and Roman having that match and that being what it was. I will pick Taker's team just because it's Undertaker, and of course because it's Roman, and Roman needs the win back, and Roman needs this more. I mean, he beat McIntyre, but he needs the win over the best in the world. But, Taker, I don't see Taker losing to Shane McMahon. I just don't see it. And with that, not Money in the Bank, Extreme Rules is 18 days away, and if there's anything else on this card over the next few weeks, we will let you know.